Hello YouTube, we're back in Pokepath TD once again. This game's gotten a lot of updates, just gonna say that. Oh, okay, so we can see how many Pokemon or how many slots are filled up there. We've got a little Ditto signature down there. Oh, we've got some new items here, some eggs that can be purchased. Oh, this is just fantastic. I've changed some of the settings as well. I know you're probably going to want to see what Pokemon are doing damage at any given time. Also, though, so I'm actually going to remove all, and you'll see why I'm doing this. Because let's see, we want some data here. Lapras is actually really good for stunning targets. Slow recharge, but I think that's okay. So we'll go ahead and add you. Let's see. I know. Oh wait, I'm already doing that incorrectly though, because um actually we want to remove that because Ditto is going to replicate, I believe, the first Pokemon in the party unless we set it otherwise. And then of course, there are items that you can equip them with, and I'm guessing we can kind of find items as we go through here. I haven't watched too much of the gameplay on this, just so you know. Our Trico here, Trico is really good, and it doubles its power if it's in the tall grass. So you know what? I want to add a Trico, then add a Ditto, so our Ditto can be another Trico. It's only a level 5 Trico, though. I feel like we need to do a little better. We've got some Doduos coming through here. Obviously, we're going to need Lapras. Spoink, uh, nice amount of damage. Can hit invisible enemies. It's not too bad recharge, and it has good range. I want to go for that. Sunkern is really underpowered. Oh, Aeron is going to be good if we can get that up. Let's see. Doubles its range if in the mountains. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add you. And then we have one more slot here. Let's see. We have Cranidos. Increases damage by 5% for each missing heart. I don't really want to deal with that. Trapinch. Doubles its range in the mountains. Sunkern. I'm good. Kabuto. See, Kabuto is good. I wanna mess with Kabuto because it can hit two enemies at once, but it doesn't make a lot of sense right now. And then Coughing, stacking poison. I think Coughing's the one we're gonna have to go with here. It's the last one to add, and then you'll see why I was changing the configurations here, because let's see. We do have enough money to level. Hang on. If we have exactly enough to level up this Trico again, I think we do that. Granted, we'd have to level our Ditto up for it to be better. However, we've got that there. We can deploy our Ditto here, so we've got some good grass coverage there. Lapras getting those stuns right there. I think we want Coughing to get stuff just immediately. We've got a Spoink here, which decent-ish range. I mean, it can start getting stuff on that corner there. And then finally our Aeron, which, if we look here in data, it can go in the field and mountain. There aren't a lot of fields and mountains that it would be really good for. I mean, compared to some of the other stuff we have. So we'll save that as 1. Let's look at configuration 2. I think we have stuff moved down too far with configuration 2. Like, I want to move that up there we could have that as a Spoink, but I think there's a funny strategy here, because we go over to our Ditto here. Oh, come on. Yeah, so we can pull it up and then click this down below. I think it would be really funny to have 2 Laprases just right here causing just stunners for days. let's see. We've got Trico up here in the grass, which I think is going to be a waste. Let's see here. We still want Coughing to do its thing, right? So I think we put Coughing up here, and then let's see. Okay, you've got decent range there, and then we've got the Spoink down here. So that's 5 of our Pokemon there, and then we have Trico here. I don't know if Trico makes a lot of sense for this particular configuration, simply because, I mean, we're not going to be near the grass on this one. Not yet, at least. But it's going to be the best thing that we have on hand right now. I mean, Kabuto can hit multiple enemies, but it's still not doing as much damage as our Trico. So yeah, Trico, you're back on begrudgingly. We can't double your power like we would if you were in the grass, so I think we put you there, and then we'll save that as configuration 2. And, oh gosh, Sunkern, get out of here. Just go. And then we do have our Ditto as a Trico, which is good. Spoink is there. Personally, I think Coughing would do better there if we're starting to catch stuff there. We need to move into number 3. Let's see. We'll have Spoink can get some decent coverage there, and then instead of the Sunkern is absolutely atrocious for this, so see ya, chump. Okay. Who do we want in place of him? Oh. Gosh. You know what? We can actually work with Aeron a little bit, and that's going to be an AoE effect. So I think that's actually going to work out pretty well. Granted, it can't really hit anything because of its range. So instead, I'm sorry, Aeron, but I'm going to err on the side of caution. I don't think we go with you here. I know this is a lot of setup, guys, but we'll start getting into the fun here. Kabuto has a bit more range, so we'll go with that. Plus, he can hit 2 enemies at once. So let's save that as our number 3 for now, right? Go back to number 1 configuration, and then we'll have the next wave. Because, yeah, Doduo's fine. We can deal with Doduo's. Oh, what have we got now? Oh, not that. We don't want to see that. Let's see here. Okay, we could go between maps. Sorry, it's been a bit since I played this. Okay, that's how we cycle it. So we've got 12 Rattatas and 6 Geodudes. I think we can do this alright. Yeah, decent amount of damage output. Okay, there you go, Coughing. It'd be nice if you could actually get some, I don't know, poison on enemies, but at the same time, you know, you've got decent damage output. Now, those Geodudes having armor might be a pain. Although, Trico and Ditto are doing a great job. There you go, Lapras, proc that. Let's get the poison on them with the Coughing. I wish we had something better to take out their armor with. Okay, but that should be alright there. Should be doing alright. Okay. And oh boy. Leveling you up's expensive, but if we can get you to level 16, we'll get the next evolution there, which would be nice. Ditto, we do actually have enough money for you there, so we can put another level into you. So we've got our Trico bros, and then Chingling just has a lot of HP. Not worried. Let's go ahead and hit next wave. Also, it's mildly upsetting that Spoink's nice damage is just barely not enough to take out a rat. That is... Okay, we've got 10 rats, 10 Zubats, and 10 Geodudes. I'd be slightly more concerned about this one, but you know what? I want to go for it. Balls to the wall. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Spoink, for actually taking out bats. Thank goodness. Speaking of bats, we've had a real bat problem in our house here. They were there when we moved in. It'd be nice if we had something like a Spoink that could just go, no, get out. You know? I mean, technically, we can't do anything about bats. They're a protected species. Don't do that. We love wildlife. We just don't want them in our house. That's fair, right? I think that's completely fair. These Geodudes are absolutely getting wrecked. We're rat stomping here. That's good. 412 bucks. Oh, I keep clicking on you, Trico. I need to right click you. Okay, I'll level you up twice. You are 2 levels away from an evolution, and 12 Doduos, they're going to be moving fairly quickly, but they don't have a lot of health. Alright, we've got stuff somewhat getting past here, so we'll just go ahead and go to configuration 2. Works well. Yeah, still not enough to level you up. 14 rats and 8 Geodudes? Easy. Easy money. But yeah, if we can get Trico's evolution there, then I think we can start focusing on some other stuff. Oh, yeah. The concerning thing here is, as nice as Lapras is, I do like Lapras because of the stun effect that it has here. I mean, look at that. 30% chance to stun the target for 1.5 seconds. However, it's such a slow reload on that unless we can make greater use of that, it's not going to do very well. And we have 20 Geodudes coming this way, so they've got plenty of armor, but are slow. Yeah, I don't think we have enough to level up our Trico all the way, which is concerning. Yeah, we don't have anything that would be good for popping armor, and we certainly don't have enough for another egg. Not that I think that would do us much good. You know what? In this event, I think we pump a level into Trico, and then I think we put one into Ditto as well. Yeah, we can't afford another one there. Lapras, we can't afford you. But we can put another one into Spoink. Level 14. Now doing 72 damage, so I think it can one-shot the rats now, which would be nice. Call an exterminator. And my wife is here. Say hi, babe. Hi. My wife is sick again. This is awful news. It's terrible news. What are those? Those are Geodudes. Yeah, so my wife has not seen Pokepath TD just yet. Yeah, it's a Pokemon Tower Defense game. Yeah, I've got a Trico and a Ditto. I managed to rip a Ditto off my 3rd egg in this game. Yeah, basically you unlock Pokemon that have different effects. Like Lapras has 30% chance to stun target for 1.5 seconds. And you can have different configurations in your map. And I think you're about to see something exciting. Oh, not yet, not yet. But we have 5 Doduos and 3 Chinglings. I think we can do this. And if we can farm those Doduos, I think we're going to get a mid-battle evolution from Trico here. Heck yeah, which... Oh, look at all that damage it's getting now. And I think it got an increase on range too. We've got a breach! Ah, we're good, we're good. Oh yeah, good stun, Lapras. Now, sadly, everyone was out of range, but we're okay. We're okay on that. 10 rats and two bigger rats. Okay. I want to sink another level into Ditto here. I think if we can get Ditto up to Grovile's level, that would do us a lot of good since we're kind of maining him. Okay, Spoink. Spoink, you don't even KO a rat right off. Oh, not off the rip. Oh, man. Now, these Raticates are very tanky. How much money are those things worth? I did not happen to see. Okay, we'll switch to number 2 here. Oh, come on, Lapras. There you go. Decent chunk of change. Somewhat. I do like Spoink that it can hit invisible enemies. It's doing decently. Coughing, yeah, it goes to wheezing at 35. That poison damage is good. Back to configuration 1, 15 Rattatas, 15 Zubats, and 2 Raticates. I think we can take that out easily. And let's go for another Ditto level. And what this will help us do as well is ensure that we have an even more OP Ditto, because remember, Ditto also copies the effect of the Pokemon that it's copying, right? So it's technically doubling its power in the tall grass, just like our Grovyle here. Okay, we've got some bats coming along the way, but I think we can deal with them. Oh yeah, the double Lapras, boom, and the Aeron. This is just AoE corner. Nobody's getting past that. Decent chunk of change. Dump a couple more levels into Ditto. We've got 10 Geodudes and 4 Bellsprouts. Bellsprouts are tanky, but they're kind of slow. They do have a little bit of regen, so let's watch out for that. But you know what? I think let's see who's doing the best damage-wise. Now, obviously, Aeron is going to be kind of left out until stuff actually gets down to it. So, I mean, let's not take that as face value, anybody. You know what? We don't want these Bellsprouts getting past. Now, sadly, we can't snag them. We can't snag back to configuration 1 here, but that's fine. Our Laprases are doing a heck of a lot of work. The poison from the coughing's going in there. Oh yeah, those Geodudes aren't getting past. We have 350 bucks here. You know, I do like that we've been pumping levels into Ditto, but it would be nice to be able to get some other things to level up. So a couple more levels into Spoink. And for this one, we have 5 Bellsprouts and 2 Raticates. So a lot of tanky stuff here. Let's do it. We can do it. We can absolutely do it. And you know what? We might be getting... If we can get enough money between this round and the next one, might pony up for another Pokemon, just to see if we get something else that might be able to pair up with this. Like something that can bust armor, or something that can pair well with Lapras, because I do like Lapras' stun effect. I really do. 15 Geodudes, 1 Nose Pass, which has a whole lot more armor and health. We'll be okay. You know, I'll actually speed this one up a little bit until such time as we have breaches, which may happen. Our Tricos are... Oh, Trico, or not Trico, Grovyle and Ditto are doing work. They are doing work. Okay, we've got that Nose Pass. Let's get the poison on it from coughing. Yeah, I don't think this is getting past. No, it's not. Boom. Can we afford an egg? We cannot, but we should be able to with this next round. 3 Chinglings, 4 Bellsprouts, and 4 Raticates. Honestly, once again, I think we can do this. I do... As much as I want to keep the speed up, those Chinglings are moving pretty fast, and I just want to make sure that we're not going to be in a world of hurt. I don't think we are, but... You know, it's the risk you have to take sometimes, right? Switch over to configuration 2. Come on, Laprases, blast them. Do it. Yeah, and that's the trouble with Lapras. Unless we can get some good items or something that would allow them to double their speed, I don't think they're doing a very good job. But, you know what? Let's not worry about that. 10 Bellsprouts, 10 Raticates. That's fine. But let's see what we get egg-wise. Spinnerack. We got a Spinnerack. Huh. Okay. Stack of poison, much like the Coughing's doing. It starts at 10 damage. Recharge is decent. The critical is decent. So it's got a better critical, better recharge rate. I think Coughing does more damage, but the Spinnerack is actually going to have a better ability to level up for a cheaper cost. But the thing Coughing has going for him, or going for it, is it has greater range, right? So if I look at the Coughing here, range of 125. Now if I look at the Spinnerack, only a range of 100. Not that that may not make a huge difference, because I think they can still hit a lot of the same stuff if they're right here. So you know what? I'm actually going to retire the Coughing here. Coughing, get back here. Let's put Spinnerack out there. So we can have you doing the same thing that the Coughing was doing. Yeah, so you're but you're doing like half. You are doing like half the damage. So I think you're an investment. You're an investment, right? We want Coughing back. But I do think maybe the Ariados might be the better investment in the long run. So we'll just go ahead and start this round here and see how it goes. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we go about collecting holdable items from our Pokemon. So that'll be interesting to find that out. This is We'll take out the rats, no problem. It's these Bellsprouts that I have concerns about. Never mind, we're gonna take some punishment here. That's not good. Ooh, yeah, ooh. We lost 3 hearts there. Not ideal. Oh, 10 Rattatas, 10 Zubats, and 10 Geodudes. That's a fairly easy round, even with what we've been facing on this. Okay. But Lapras does get a pretty good amount of damage for leveling up here. I think we could probably afford 2 of those. The recharge doesn't go down by a whole heck of a lot, sadly. You know what? Another point into Ditto, or another level into Ditto, and then can't afford the Spoink. I don't know if Aeron makes a lot of sense to do that right now. You know what? Let's put a level into Coughing. Just get slightly more damage. We should be alright here to just speed this one up a bit. Oh, yeah. Just wanted to make sure we were in Configuration 1 there. Boom! Yeah, let's take out those Geodudes. Okay, Lapras will give some time to recharge there. And boom! Good job. Somebody call an exterminator for all these rats. You seem to have a rat problem. Oh, and bats. Just rats with wings. Clip them. 30 Doduos. Oh, no. You know what? As much as I like Aeron, doubles its range in the mountains, it's not doing a whole heck of a lot for us right now. I want to take that out. Remove it for now. Because... Oh, let's see here. Actually, hang on. I'm not sure why I took Aeron out there, actually. Sorry, Aeron. Just a slight misunderstanding. No, I think this is the team that we need to go with right now. You're fun, Spoink. You really are. Okay, level into our Ditto, and you know what? Lapras will show you some love, finally. Nice.
Lapras deserves all the love. Because look at them. They just do a nice little cute splash in water.
I don't think we have to panic on this one. Those Doduos are getting wrecked. Okay, now, interesting proposition. Do we pump levels into things knowing we have Chinglings, Nose Passes, Bellsprouts, and Raticates coming? Or do we get an egg? Oh, I want to get an egg. I want to get an egg so badly. But I don't know if it's worth it.
Eggy is always worth it.
Okay. 600. I cannot afford it.
Oh,
We've got to go levels. I'm so sorry, babe. 2 into the Ditto, and then I don't think we can afford anything else there. Okay, a lot of tanky stuff coming, and I have this one on normal speed because, well, we don't want to have problems. I do wish we had something paired with the coughing that could be doing more damage over time along with it.
I don't know why, but I heard coffee when you said caffeine.
Because you are addicted to coffee.
I'm not addicted to coffee.
Okay, we'll switch over to number 3 here to catch that Chingling, and then over to a number 2 for our double Lapras disaster over here. Watch all this stuff get stunned in 3, 2, oh, there we go. Just like that. That's how it goes. Now, we do have a lot of breaches, a lot of rats getting through, and I don't like that. So let's just deal with the rats. Come on. Come on, Grovyle and Ditto. You can do it. There you go. 458 buckaroos. Whoa. Yeah, and we've got a Kabuto on that team. Seems rough. You know what? Lapras, we'll put a couple more into you just because you get decent damage output, and I mean, yeah, and your recharge isn't dropping very quickly. Your range is increasing, though, I will say. That's a pleasant surprise. 20 Geodudes, 5 Nose Passes. A bunch of tanky enemies. Let's do it. I'm sorry. That's an interesting proposition, babe. I don't know. I want to help you, you know that. Okay, we don't have to worry about the Nose Passes. The Geodudes are getting wrecked. Yeah, still can't afford another egg, so you know what? It makes sense to dump more money into Lapras. Why not? 16 Rattatas, 16 Zubats, and 8 Nose Passes. We've got this. We can do this. We can absolutely do this. Okay. Calm before the storm. Here come the Nose Passes. Just waddling their way in here. Yep, coughing. Get the stink on them. Get that poison damage going. Good hit, Lapras. Nice. Good stun. Good stun. Punish them. And then let's move over to configuration 2 and let's get that double Lapras. We do have some more Rattatas coming this way. I'm not too worried because, oh my gosh, goodness, Lapras. That's, heinous what you just did. Some might call that a war crime. Me, I call it tower defense at its finest. Okay. Eggy. An Ekans. We got an Ekans. What does an Ekans do? Okay, Ekans also stacks poison. It's kind of a similar situation. Its range is decent. It can only go in a field. Meh. Now, something else I haven't been messing with here that I want to mess with. So, we can set the target. So, instead of first, I think. Let's see. Um, let's go for. Hmm. I think we have you target the faster enemies. Grovile. Same with Ditto. Lapras, you're just AoE, so that's fine. Coughing. We have you as first. Let's go for high armor on you. Start getting the armor breakdown. Spoink, I'm okay with having you hit just the first one in the line. And yeah, we'll go ahead and save that as configuration 1. 5 Chinglings, 4 Nose Passes, and 12 Raticates. This one might be slightly problematic, but you know what? I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Okay, I was a little late getting to this Chingling, but that's fine. Okay, double Lappers, please. Gosh, okay. Oh, this might be the end of us due to some poor decision making on my part. Come on, double Lapras. You did nothing, double Lapras. No. You know what? That's actually fine though, because we'll just get a whole bunch of money by being able to blitz through levels again. Oh, and it had. Okay, so we get 7 hearts back, and. Oh, it just dropped us. I didn't read that, to be honest. But we should be fine on this one, so let's go ahead and auto that up. Oh, gosh dang it me. Yeah, double Lapras is just not proccing because of how long it takes for that recharge to happen. That is very upsetting. But when you get the AoE blast to happen, that is fantastic. I just wish we had some better Pokemon here on the back half of this to work with. Um okay, we can't afford an egg. Sad, but we'll work with it. Let's see. So we put that in configuration back in configuration 1. Um Gosh, it doesn't make a lot of sense to level you up like that. Oh, Ditto, you're getting expensive, so we might have to hold off on you for a little bit. Same with Grovile. Lapras, you're getting up there. Put some more levels into Spoink, and then another level into Coughing. 20 Geodudes and 5 Nose Passes. We've done this before, we can do it again. Let's speed it up slightly, and if it starts getting bad, we'll switch over to another configuration or maybe even another map. Trouble is they didn't really I stand corrected. They punished. What happened to that nose pass? It just got melted. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm okay with just sending this next wave through. I'm not too worried about the Zubats or anything like that. This is good egg money. We're going to farm eggs. Oh, come on. Come on, nose passes. There you go. Taking their sweet time. We need armor busting Pokemon. We need Pokemon that are good at busting armor. Because we're starting to see a lot more enemies like nose passes come through. And it's getting slightly concerning. Okay. Now I just want to see Lapras's just rinse. There we go. Yep. Absolutely. Binacle. Actually, hang on. We might be cooking here. Okay, fires projectiles at up to 2 enemies at once. It can go in field, water, or mountain. That is huge. So in configuration 1 here, as much as I like Aeron, I'm sorry Aeron, but I'm gonna have to end your career for now. And here's why. We've got a fun little Binacle here that we can put next to our Lapras, and it can start hitting some fun stuff, right? And then let's give it some levels. I mean, its recharge could be better, its damage could be better, but it is hitting 2 at once, which would be nice. We'll go ahead and save that as configuration 1, and I think that'll be a little better than having Aeron over in that corner there on the mountain. Now, having Aeron on the mountain there does make a lot of sense. Coughing back here is doing absolutely nothing. Like, let's be real here. Coughing, you gotta go. I'm not even sorry about that. Come on, you can do so much better. Binacle, I think, is just going to be so much more versatile. However, the range on Binacle could be better. However, if we can get the double Lapras party right there, I think that's some good coverage there. We'll save that as number 2. And then number 3 here. So Kabuto, you're the same situation as that Binacle, right? But you're only doing 15 damage a pop. You've got to go as well because Binacle is doing 29, can hit 2 enemies at once. Yeah, let's do that. And as opposed to the Spoink, who's hitting that area, I think we can work with that. Or we put Binacle there. We nix the Coughing because the buildup of poison damage is not doing nearly enough. And then but then again, it is probably dealing more damage than anything else is going to that we have currently to fill that 6th slot. So, Coughing, somehow, someway, you're back on. Now, is it going to... Can you hit? I don't think you can hit there. So, we'll have that be... Save that as number 3. And then we need a number 4, right? We need a... When stuff hits the fan, just a number 4 position on this. And at this point, I don't think having those in the grass is going to do us much good once we get to this point, right? This is the point of no return that we hit. Coughing could be last line of defense. Ditto on that. I mean, we've got Spoink there. I can get a 5th Pokemon, and Lapras doesn't make a lot of sense to have in the number 4 position, so we'll go ahead and remove that. Okay. Given that, okay, Ditto is that, but I think, let's see. Grovyle does 62 outside of the grass. Spoink does 87. So here, I think we want to set the Ditto as, oh, whoopsie, as Spoink, right? So it's doing 75, which is still far superior to what we would be getting. So we can do that. Yeah, and I think we still have to put Coughing. And then, I mean, if we can be quick enough about the transition over here, maybe instead we can have the Grovyle in the corner there. That might be funny. So, who is our sixth then? What does... Hmm. Hmm. Field, water, and mountain for Kabuto. Yeah, we can do that. Kabuto, somehow you're back in this. Okay. Welcome back. There you go. And that's our number 4, which unlocks the new number 4 slot. We've got 5 Chinglings, 4 Nose Passes, and 12 Raticates coming in. I think we can deal with this. Just let's not be dumb, right? Okay, that was good. That was good. Was this the round that got us last time, by the way? It may be. Uh oh, that's... Oh, ooh, that left us on 1. That is so bad. 20 Rattatas and 20 Raticates, though. You know what? I think we can take them on. I do think we can take them. Get you up to level 10, Binacle. Now you're doing decent amounts of damage, and your cooldown's not too shabby. And with these two over here, I don't think a lot's going to get past them, thankfully. I mean, Raticates are very... Raticates are tanky. Oh, dear. Okay, Lapras. Oh, that was a bad time for the double proc there. That was a good timing on it, but then we've got more very large rats coming in from behind here. Come on, double Lapras. Come on, there we go. Switched over to number 3 here. Now, somehow, someway, we have to manage to stop all of these rats before they get through. We are not going to do it. That one hurts. God. Okay, but we'll retry it with 7 lives. We've got that money. I think this is a good time to switch over to Route 1-2. Okay. Now, this is where stuff's going to get a little sketchy, because obviously Lapras... Well, Lapras can go in fields, which is actually huge. Because we could put a Lapras there and immediately cause some problems off the bat for the Pokemon coming through here. Right? And I think for some double Lapras hasn't been working out too well for us, though. So I think I want to put the Ditto there. I want to put... Actually, no. I want to put our usual Spoink there. I want to put the Ditto there because I think you can get some decent coverage. Binacle there. Coughing doesn't quite have the range. Gosh, okay. Metapods and Nose Passes. So we're dealing with some tanky enemies. Maybe Coughing there. How large is Lapras' range? Is it... Like, could we put Coughing there and move the Lapras? Oh, heck yeah. Okay, let's do that. And then, do we... I mean, Grovyle, you're not going to get the doubling capabilities on that. That's... I hate to have to take you off of this, but I've got to take you off of this. Aeron, doubling its range in the mountains, gets an insane range on that. So let's go ahead and save that as number 1. What's our number 2 here? I mean, that's kind of what we have as number 2. I mean, is this not too dissimilar from number 1? We've got 5 hearts left. Let's go for this and see what happens. Okay, Lapras is already procced, and that was not good. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, we'll switch over to number 2 here. Those nose passes are concerning. Now, if Lapras can stop him right here, which it did not. However, Grovyle can get some free hits here. Oh, but okay. Well, we lost a couple of hearts there. We can't afford another egg. I really want an Armor Buster. I want an Armor Buster Pokemon. 15... Okay, 15 Metapods and 3 Venonats. The Venonats have a decent speed and regen, and a decent chunk of health, but I think we can do this. I think we've got this. And if I'm wrong, I will eat my words. Oh, come on. Really? You know, in hindsight, I should probably have put some Pokemon down on the mountain path or made a configuration 3. Would have been the smart thing to do, I think. Oh, good proc. Good procs all around. Excellent. See, I don't think this round will kill us in-game. I think we can survive this, and, I mean, this is easy money right here, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. Easy money. We got a Cottony. You'll notice I don't have a lot of... Well, I didn't have a lot of excitement in my voice, but, I mean, if we have a small chance of restoring a heart, maybe that's not a terrible thing. I guess it depends on the range here. I mean, we have a good setup going here, right? I do like this setup. And once we get to this point, it's a little bit too late. Cottony can go in field in grass, right? So, oh, could I? Okay, Lapras. If I'm, no, I need you. I need Lapras there. Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing I have has enough range for this. That is upsetting. Let's see. Binacle's good. Can hit 2 enemies at once. Let's see. Cottony. Personally, I don't think it's worth it at this point. Not right now. So let's go ahead and start this. Good stun, Lapras. Good punishing everybody. Excellent. Oh, good AoE by Lapras there. Okay, we have 10 more of each coming through, I think. Yeah, that was just the first bit of that wave. I'm not too concerned about this. I mean, I saw how this went. Lapras just has to get some good procs off, which... Okay, we're going to need to get some stuns here. I think we can do it. Oh, whoo. I mean, that wasn't a stun, but that was some serious damage. There we go. Just have to deal with the Metapod incursion. Wave complete. We've got 10 Caterpies, 10 Metapods, and a Butterfree. Butterfree has a lot of health and is very quick. The other things I'm not too worried about. And if Lapras can get the stun off there, I think we can get some decent punishment in on that. Let's see. Coughing, you fire every 2.68 seconds. The Ditto Spoink. You know what? You know what? Hear me out on this. I actually want to move our Ditto Spoink down to here. Because, yeah, Poison Proc is good. But if we can do more damage right off the bat, then that Butterfree won't be able to get anywhere, right? And it got completely through because, okay, yikes. I really do need to put some Pokemon on that mountain there. That's embarrassing. Okay, good job, Binacle. If we can get to 40 stars, we can get one more Pokemon. I've got a Venonat incoming. Okay, so this is our number 2 configuration here, right? I do like having the Grovyle there. There's some other... yeah, Aeron's good. Coughing, you are a complete waste, so see ya, chump. At least there. Maybe you go there, or we have something else that might be worthwhile in the mountains. I don't think so. So we'll save that as our number 3. Actually, no. Our number 3, we move Spoink down to there. That's what our true number 3 is. 16 Venonats, I think... I mean, they're decently fast, but maybe... nah, we... oh. That just needs to be a clean restart on that. Given that, we can just kind of blitz through this at... oh, whoopsie. I mean, it's just 24 Caterpies. Don't have to worry about much here. And I mean, it's free money. So while we're getting free money, we can get maybe some more eggs, right? Caterpies and Metapods. Oh yeah, I needed to have that set to auto. That's right. Whoopsie. My bad. Learn to press buttons, me as a gamer. Ooh, stunner. And our next egg, I think, coming up here at 1041. And then once the egg price starts getting a little astronomical, we can focus more on leveling up some of our Pokemon and make them even better. And I do like this aspect of the game of being able to switch between maps. It's very nice. We got a Froakie. Okay, so we got another one of the starters that can go in water. Froakie's good for more early game, which I'd say we're kind of stuck in early game portions here, but I mean Froakie is a lot like Binacle, I believe, which it can hit multiple enemies. Five Caterpies and 10 Metapods. I think we can do this. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got this. Five Caterpies, 9 Metapods, and 2 Nose Passes. Yeah, they're just getting rinsed so far. which is good news for us. Okay, stop that nose pass, please. Thank you. Good AoE Lapras. We're starting to get to the point where stuff is getting pretty far. We're on round 10. Yeah, those nose passes are getting way too far on this. Okay. I'm going to turn auto off and put this back in normal speed because, yeah, we've got a whole bunch of nose passes coming in again, and we're starting to get to the point where stuff is getting a little more difficult. Now, as long as Lapras doesn't take too long, we might be able to hit all three of these fools again. Okay, Spoink. There we go. Wave complete. Time to dump some levels into somebody. Who's the lucky Pokemon today? Who's that Pokemon? Don't ever make me do that voice again. That sounded cringy even through the headset. I think we go for Binacle again, and then can we afford a level in anybody else? In Aeron, yes we can. In Aeron we trust. 15 Metapods and 3 Venonats? Let's do this. Oh yeah, that was some decent damage there. Let's go ahead and speed this up because the Venonat threat is already passed, so all we've got is some Metapods here, which I don't think are getting very far. Oh yeah, Lapras, there you go, just destroy them. Okay, 229 cash. Not quite enough for another level in Lapras. I'd like to put another level in Lapras if I could. Let's see. Binacle is getting up to decent damage. What? Oh, there was a Pokemon I was working with. Was it Spinarak? I mean that's a decent crit chance, but let's see here. And there's some more interesting options like challenges that you can set that I think are meant more for late game or like new playthroughs and that sort of thing. These items are kind of interesting, but obviously out of our price range, as is the egg. Aeron, let's give you some more love here. Take another level. 20 Caterpies, 20 Metapods. I think we can win this one. Just Lapras has to get some good AoEs in, you know? Oh, yeah. Speaking of good AoEs, that was about as good as they get, Lapras. And you know, I'll switch it over to the damage output here to see how everyone's doing. Lapras is just doing an insane amount. Spoink and Ditto are following it up. Yeah, not doing too badly there. Can put another level into Lapras, which is getting spicy. Oh, why are we looking at that again? We don't need to look at that. We've got 10 Caterpies, 10 Metapods, and 1 Butterfree. Okay, you need to stun the Butterfree this time, Lapras, or somebody needs to get some good damage in. Okay, we got the Butterfree this time. Now Lapras just proc every... Oh, heck yeah. I can't help but notice that there are some Caterpies and Metapods making it through, but you know what? They didn't fully breach. 16 Venonats. This is what wrecked us last time. Uh-oh. Are we ready for this? Another level in the Lapras. Let's do it. Okay. Reverting this back to normal wave 1 speed. Um, hmm. In a world where Binacle gets put out in first. Interesting. I don't think that's gonna make a lot of sense to do that, though, sadly. Let's go and see what happens here with these Venonats. Okay, once again, coughing is doing pretty much nothing. Okay, we've got 7 nose passes and 14 Venonats. I'm pretty sure that's going to wreck us. Yeah, coughing, you are being absolutely worthless over there on that rock. I don't like that. Hmm. And also, so I like her spoinks, but instead of going for first, they need to go for highest HP here, right? So instead, I don't know why you were targeting invisible enemies. That makes no sense. We haven't seen any invisible enemies yet. But let's go ahead and save that as number 1. So, okay. I think we can get some good crowd control off of the Lapras here. Okay, get that AoE, Lapras. Come on. There we go. Um, you know what? Nothing's making it through. And we unlocked another Pokemon slot. That is huge. That is huge for us. Huge. It's huge. Oh, but who do we put out? Who do we put out? I don't. Honestly, I don't like our options that much. You know what? We forgot to look at good old Froakie here. So Froakie can go in field and water, has a decent range, quick recharge. Oh, actually attacks ricochet between enemies. That's that can actually be really funny. I think we add the Froakie. Uh, your range is kind of dookie there, sadly. But I mean, if we put you there, we can get some of that going. We deploy the Spoink, you don't have the range. And see, this is the problem I knew we'd be running into here, right? I kind of figured we'd be running into this issue, but you know what? Actually putting a Froakie here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because it can get some of the Pokemon that are trying to get through. 9 Venonats and 3 Butterfrees. Those Butterfrees are gonna be pretty quick, but Froakie might have the DPS to knock him down a little bit. As for number 2, I mean, we're gonna need another Pokemon for this as well, and I think the thing to do here, because I have Spoink there, but I actually want to put, or I mean, that was the Ditto Spoink. I want to switch places with the Lapras because they can still hit what they need to do, and then, um, oh, who's a good one that can go on a mountain? Can you go on a mountain? You can. Binacle can go on a mountain, so let's put Binacle down here, and we'll save that as number 2. Do we need, and then number 3 just kind of shifts things over ever so slightly. However, can we, oh, we can move the Ditto Spoink over onto this route. So let's make that number 3 there and head into our next wave. This is looking fairly decent, I think, in terms of odds. That Butterfree's getting pretty far though. Come on, Grovyle. Oh, gosh. Grovyle, you failed us. Oh, man. That was a rough one. That was rough. Technically, we still beat that, so I think we can go back to Route 1-1 here. And we do have... I mean, we've got this stuff here, right? We've got this fun stuff. And then, who's our 7th? Why, it's none other than Froakie here. And actually, let's see. Wait, Lapras doesn't have to be in the water, though, right? Lapras can technically be in a field. So, why don't I just put the Lapras, like, say there? Coughing is field and mountain. And maybe that's what the thinking was on that. But I mean, if we have Froakie there, then it's not mattering a whole heck of a lot. And then, you know what? This is probably maybe a terrible idea, but maybe we can farm some hearts back with Cottony. Number 2 is there. We've got the double Lapras, and then I do... Except I'm not really enamored with the setup on that. I think having 2 separate bubbles where we can get 2 separate stun zones going would be funny. Like, to get the damage, and then in between we can have the Binacle right there, and then we round it out with some nice little Froakie action. Yeah, I think we can do that. Save that as number 2. And you know what, Froakie? You're getting another level. You're getting a little more love. Why don't we do that? And then number 3, when stuff hits the fan, inevitably. You know what? We can still add Froakie to this, I think, because Froakie can still go in field and doesn't get any specific buffs by being in one place or another. So we'll go ahead and save that as number 3. I see we have a number 4. Okay, Kabuto, what exactly are you doing for us? And also, I mean, if we're getting to this point, I mean, heck, why did I take Lapras off of this? Right? Lapras can go right there. Stun some things. We can get some good damage going. And I think this Spoink and Ditto are going to have the best damage output per second, but then Binacle can hit 2 targets, so we'll do that. What was Kabuto doing again? It can also hit 2 enemies, or yeah, 2 enemies at once, but isn't doing a lot of damage. I mean, otherwise, there's Aeron, which is an AoE. Can I feasibly fit an Aeron? No, I cannot. So, back to the drawing board on that. We'll remove you. And you know what? Maybe this is another cheeky place to get some hearts from Cottony as things are rounding the bend. We've got 4 Chinglings, 2 Nose Passes, 5 Bellsprouts, and 5 Raticates. I think we can take that on fairly easily if Lapras can get some good procs here. Oh, good bouncing from the Froakie. You love to see it. Okay, we'll switch over to number 2 here. Aeron's going to get a nice AoE there. Okay. Alright. We're getting close to level 16 for Froakie to get into Frogadier territory. 20 Geodudes and 5 Nose Passes. We can do this. I'm only going to be able to play this for probably another 10-15 minutes, and then I'll need to get off here. So hopefully... I mean, I think we're making some decent progress now. I really do. I still want a good armor buster, though. Like, I want to see Machamp from an egg or something. Um, and actually, this might be the time where. Oh, no. We need 2 more levels for Froakie to become Frogadier, but that's fine. I think we might get them here on this round, if not the next one. And it looks like the next round was actually the one that knocked us out last time. But now that we have Lapras in a better spot, I like our odds a little bit better. Yeah, because why did we keep Lapras relegated to the water, right? Like, Lapras can go in the water, but we could have done so much better. Also, here comes Frogadier. 27 base damage. Its recharge is insane. Critical's doing a little better. Range is better. It's not a high amount of damage, but it's decent. It's decent at best, right? Oh, should we put one into? We could put another one into Lapras. Binacle. I'm putting another one into Binacle. And then, I mean, if we're gonna have Cottony hanging out here, might as well have you doing a little more damage, right? 5 Shinglings, 4 Nose Passes, and 12 Raticates. This was the one that took us out last time. I think we can do better. We'll do better. We will absolutely do better. And you know what? I'm not even worried about this rat that's going down here. You know why? Because it's just going to get sniped. Okay, we'll switch over to configuration 2 and absolutely wreck these rats. And then there's... Oh, that was the completion of the wave. So now it's 20 Rattatas and 20 Raticates. Nothing we haven't dealt with before. We still haven't gotten any more hearts back from Cottony here, which is somewhat frustrating. So we'll just dump a couple more levels into Binacle because we can, and then go ahead and hit next wave on this. Good AoE from Lapras and a good stun there. Okay, we have a lot of Raticates making it through, and then... Or maybe it was this round that knocked us out last time. You know what? We're winning this one this time. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. 14 Zubats and a Golbat. Okay, Golbat is extremely fast, but if we can stun it, we're in good shape. I don't want this going extremely fast, though, because we need to catch that Golbat. Oh, and never mind, the Golbat's already toast. That was heinous what we just did to it, and we're close to getting another egg. 18 Bellsprouts, 3 Weepinbells, which are tanky as all get out, and a Delibird. Oh, Delibird is so fast in this. Let's see, what do we have you targeting? Fastest. You're targeting... Let's go fastest on you as well. Lapras, you just hit whatever, because Lapras don't approve of your conduct. You know what? We'll have you targeting fastest as well, Cottony. And yeah, I'm okay with this configuration. And that did save. No, it did not. Okay, so we need to save the configuration with that, just to be on the safe side. Save that as our 1. Let's go. Oh, there goes Delibird. There he goes. There he goes. And Delibird's gone. Oh, man. That's rough. Ooh, right. Right. X gives us our coverage ranges here. I forgot about that. I know somebody was probably going to be asking for it. Somebody probably wanted to see that. Here it is. And I think we can get an easy win on this round. Cottony is doing nothing for us on restoring a heart, I will say. But you know what? We can get another egg. What do we get? Monkey. A Mankey. We got a Mankey. Now, is this good for busting armor? Double damage to armor. Ooh, okay, so we did get our armor buster. That is very good. And you know what, Cottony? You're doing us absolutely nothing. As much as I want to get hearts back, that's... see ya. We've got a Mankey in town, and he can go in grass. Okay, and then, of course, we want you targeting the highest amount of armor. And we'll dump some levels into you and save that as number 1. And then for configuration 2, I mean, we have everything kind of filled out here, and I like the configuration we have here. But you know what? I mean, Grovyle does 62. How much does that Mankey do? 38, but it's... I think the Grovyle is still going to be faster. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to put it there. I think that's a decent setup there. 30 Rattatas, 30 Raticates, let's go. Nothing we haven't seen before. Call in the Rat Extermination Squad. I mean, it's just 30 rats. They're extremely tanky. Oh, and no stuns from Lapras on that bout. Okay. Okay, we'll switch back over to here, and come on, Lapras, get a good proc here. Come on. That was decent. We'll switch over to number 2. Maybe we can get another Lapras proc or 2 off here. Oh, heck yeah. Beautiful. Another beautiful one there. You know what? I'll leave it in configuration 2 for now because I don't think this Raticate here is getting past. We've already got 1 or 2 good Lapras procs here. Another good one there. Awesome. Frogadier's putting in the work, bouncing those shots. Excellent. That's what we like to see. And we'll switch it over to number 3 here and finish these rats off. 1,175 buckaroos. Okay, what can we do with that? Oh, I want to show Mankey some more love. Now, granted, it gets the evolution at level 28, I believe that's what that says. But it's already doing 65 damage. And its crit chance is up to 4.2%. I like that. 12 nose passes, 14 Bellsprouts, and 10 Doduos. Let's go for it. No, we'll switch it over to the stat blocks here. Who's doing the most damage, huh? Oh, good punishment on that stun. That's what I like to see. We've got some Doduos coming through here. No, we don't. Never mind. Lapras just said delete. Lapras hit the delete button, literally. Oh my gosh. Lapras, you beautiful, beautiful land-beached aquatic animal, you. That is fantastic. And that was another wave completed. And Binacle's not doing a lot of damage, but maybe that's because Lapras just isn't letting stuff through. Lapras just said, no. Heck no. We've got 20 Rattatas, 16 Zubats, 5 Geodudes, 4 Raticates, and 2 Golbats. I think we can do this if Lapras hits its delete button. And you know what, Mankey? Take 3 more levels. Now you're at 76 damage, and you can bust armor, which is fantastic. We got a Stunner. on a Golbat already? Oh, Lapras hit that delete button. Oh man. I almost feel bad for him, but then again, and you know what? It might actually make more sense to put Mankey up top here so we can hit the armor almost immediately. That might be what we need to do. Because, I mean, Lapras hitting that delete button up right here is exactly what we need. But yeah, Mankey would be better there for hitting armor, and then we could have the Ditto and Grovyle doing their Ditto and Grovyle things, you know? We've got some decent coverage, except I don't know why Lapras isn't showing up on that coverage. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Yellow's the AoE. Yellow is AoE. Confirmed. So, Mankey, we're going to switch. We're going to have you switch spots with Grovyle there and put Grovyle over in the corner. No one puts Baby in the corner, but, you know, sometimes it has to happen. Let's dump a couple more levels into you, and then, you know what, Lapras? Oh, never mind. We can't afford you. We can't afford that, can't afford that, can't afford that. Oh my goodness. Can't even afford putting a level on Frogadier? Gosh dang it. Hey, you know what, Spoink? You're our last and only hope here. You get a level. Wait, actually, we could put one on. We probably could have put one on Binacle, but you know it doesn't matter. 3 Golbats, 5 Weepinbells, and 3 Mr. Keck W himself. Spoink can hit him though, so I'm not too worried about this. Let's go for it. And then, you know, Lapras is just going to hit that delete button. There we go. Excuse me, Spoink. Spoink, you gotta do your Spoink things. I think we'll be fine. We just have some tanky Weepinbells going through here. They're just having to go through Stun Alley. Good job, game. You made me switch to number 3 there. 50 duos, but Lapras is going to hit that delete button. I think this is going to be absolutely hilarious. Let's go for it. Mankey, you get another level because we love you just that much. Yep, Lapras knocking out half the competition with one press of a button. There we go. Oh my goodness. Lapras, you are... Oh, crowd control at its finest. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's the cost of our next egg here? 1,381. You know what? 20 Rattatas, 10 Zubats, 12 Chinglings, 20 Nose Passes, and 12 Bellsprouts. We can do this. Lapras, go ahead and hit the delete button on them. Do it. And Mankey, knock their armor out. Go for it. Yeah, that's what we want to see. We want to see big numbers. Big numbers. You know, and as much as I want to pop the egg during the round, I'd rather allow you guys to see the action before I go ahead and do that. Okay, Lapras, yep, there you go. Get rid of those bats. We've got some more stuff coming in here, but you're doing a fantastic amount of damage. 35% of old damage output on this team. Binacle, you haven't even seen a single enemy this turn. They've just been in another zip code. Oh, good hit, Lapras. Okay. And another proc incoming. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, we've got something else coming in here. Oh, it's just some rats. Not too worried. Not worried about that at all. You know what? I think we might be able to afford an egg and some leveling up of a Pokemon here. Oh, and we're getting close to the time I said needed to finish up here. So I think we might run a couple more rounds after this and then call it a night. This game is, honestly, it's fantastic, and it's a time sink. Right, this round is still going. Okay, Bellsprouts, we got to make this quick. Lapras, yep, there you go. Stun them, we'll punish you. Fantastic. And yeah, you're toast. Wave complete. $2,738. Oh, heck yeah. We got an Abra. Okay. What does Abra do in this? Teleports periodically whenever possible. Each teleport grants 100% stackable damage to the next attack. But it doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of damage. Personally, I think that's maybe a little weak at this point. You know what, Mankey? Oh, you're getting expensive, but I'd like to get you to a Primeape. That'd be so funny. And Lapras, you know what? You're doing so well. Take another level. We love you. I didn't even see what this next round was going to be. 20 Geodudes, 15 Nose Passes, and 15 Raticates. It's just a bunch of tanky enemies. Okay. Lapras has a button for you. Lapras knows what to do. If I could talk, Lapras knows what to do. Yikes. Now, unsurprisingly, those nose passes are getting further than I'd like them to. However, you know, I think our Lapras and Ditto are just about to say no here. Oh yeah, there we go. You know, Aaron, I want to put some more levels into you, but right now, you're not doing much for us on this map. Like you're hitting a little bit of an AOE, but yikes, you could do so much better. And that's that wave complete. Obviously, we can't afford another egg just yet. I mean, we could pony up for another one, but we do have our Mankey very close to. Well, I say very close. Oh man, you are getting so incredibly expensive. Fine, you're worth it. Over 100 damage now by just from you doing that. Okay, Golbats and Weepinbells. I think we can deal with this, but they're going to be very tanky. The Golbats move quickly, but if Lapras can stun them, like so, then we're in good shape. Okay, what was that against these Golbats? Come on. We'll switch back to number 2 here though, because I think we can still do this. Weepinbells have a lot of health, but the Laprases will obviously get some stuns off. Oh, there we go. Nice AoE damage. And now we've just got some Weepinbells left. They're very tanky. Let's switch it over to number 4, and that might have been too late for that. Yeah, nobody has any range. We're losing 3 hearts on that. Yikers. 20 Chinglings and 1 Chimco. Ooh, okay. This one might be the one that absolutely wrecks us. So, I mean, we're going... Why is there a... Oh, I know why there's Cottony in there. Okay. That's fine. Mankey. Hi, take another level. You're welcome. And Lapras. Boom, another level. 122 damage. That's what you're doing. On every enemy. Oh, got that good 30% stun chance. There we go. Oh, there's the Chimco. You know what? I think we might be doing all right on this round here. Oh, heck yeah. You know what? I think that's a good place to call this one for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. And hey, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment as to, hey, what Pokemon needs some more love and attention? Which ones are we giving too much love and attention? some strategies that you've seen. What's your favorite Pokemon? And why is Lapras' delete button awesome? But anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.